Here we have 4 blocks that are separated with some padding, and when we tap on the change padding button, the padding between them is either increasing or decreasing, and at the same time it is nicely animating. In this video, let us look into how to implement this animation using AnimatedPadding widget. What we got here is 4 squared blocks separated with padding, and when we tap on change padding button, it increases the padding between them or decreases the padding between them. But it doesn't animate the increase or the decrease in the padding here. Here is a code implementation of it. Let's go through the code implementation here first, and then we will fix this code using the AnimatedPadding widget. Here we have a default code that will display the app and a demo widget code that will simply show the demo widget. It acts as a placeholder just to show this yellow background and the title here. But the code that is of interest to us is present in AnimatedPadding widget demo. AnimatedPadding widget demo class is implemented as a stateful widget, and it creates the state using its state class AnimatedPadding widget demo state. This state class has one state variable which we will use to manipulate the padding space between the squared blocks here. And this widget is building a column as shown here. The column widget contains 2 children. One is a container and the second one is a raised button. The container widget itself is implemented as a column that is containing the 2 rows as its children, and each row contains 2 of the square blocks as its children. The getAnimatedPadding widget method here will return each of these square block here, and we have 4 of them here defined, and each of them will result in showing this square box here. Inside the getAnimatedPadding widget method, we return a padding widget as shown here. This padding widget again contains a container as its child. This container is wrapped around with a small padding of 5 pixels. And whenever we tap on the change padding button here, we are flipping between the padding small and padding big. So whenever if it is padding of size 5 pixels, it is going to switch to the padding size of 30 pixels. And here we have the raised button which flips the state variable padding small that we have defined in our state class. So now, in order to animate the changing padding space between the square boxes, all we need to do is first simply change the padding widget to AnimatedPadding widget. Then add the required parameter like duration and give it a duration, let's say, of 500 milliseconds. And now if I run this code and tap on the change padding button, it will nicely animate the change in the padding space between the blocks. You can also give a little bounce whenever the animation ends by simply adding the curve parameter. And run this code with the bounce out and try again. As you can see now, the blocks are bouncing whenever they are ending the animation. So to summarize, in order to use AnimatedPadding widget, all we need to do is convert the regular padding widget into AnimatedPadding widget, add the required duration parameter, and you can also add any curve effect that are available here.